Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeremy. This is Jeremy Rewinds, and today, my guy Joe brought the heat.
Press start, let the adventures unfold. Retro games and...
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeremy. This is Jeremy Rewinds. We are in the game room, and I turning and burning some videos so we can get these things posted and put out there in the new year 2025. So I'm coming to you from the past. Yes, I'm like the ghost of Christmas past, bringing you presents in the future, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Squirrel. I'm probably going to make this into a couple of videos, just so you know. I just don't like going past 12 to 15 minute kind of neighborhoods. I just feel like the videos get too long, people get bored. You really got to find a way to keep people entertained, and even my own ADHD does not last that long. So we're probably going to do this in a 3-part thing. So in 2024, I've made a great relationship with different people throughout the years, and specifically with video games. My guy Joe that runs video game stores, you have to go check him out. He always has new stuff coming in all the time. 3 stores. I've told you guys 100 times. Go check out the stores. 1 in Palm Bay, 1 in Melbourne, and 1 at the Renegers Flea Market. In fact, the Renegers Flea Market one is a bigger store location now too. And I'm just happy for him. He's just a great guy who does a really good service as far as the video game collections go and world preservations and stuff like that. By having these stores, people bring these things in and they sell it to them, and they're not going into the dump like some people think. Oh, video games? Oh man, who needs that? That was so 1986. You know, I have somebody that works with me in my office that literally picks on me because I'm 43, so I was born in 1981. And sometimes I'll make reference to things that happened in the past, and she'll look up at me and she'll go, "Did that happen in the 19s?" Be like, in the 19s, I remember when I was in high school. Oh man, could you imagine being born in the 1800s? That's so old. Here I am born in the 1900s, and kids, which really aren't kids because we're in 2025 by the time you watch this video. So there are literally people in their early 20s that are barely escaped that, the 19s, and younger, obviously, that are like, "Woo, you old." We'll open it up here. You can see on the inside, here's everything that comes inside. You have your game case, beautiful condition, everything in there minty clean, all the discs. This right here, I don't remember what this was. Oh, this right here, this has whatever these collectible pieces are, they're all in there. And then this right here is a book that it also came with. I got everything there. Super jacked to have all that. Next up, picked up Evil Dead, Hail to the King. If you guys have never seen Ash, which is played by, oh my gosh, I can't think of his name now. They're like old movies. He's got like a chainsaw for a hand. Picked this up from him while I was out there picking up all these other games, which one of them was Metal Slug X. So Metal Slug 10, I guess, is what you would say. Picked that up. We have Mega Man X6. And these are all great condition. One, I really don't care for greatest hits, but you know, it is what it is. Didn't have Twisted Metal 2, now I do. Going back to Mega Man 8 for the PlayStation 1, right there. Look at that beautiful copy. Full colored anthology booklet enclosed. Is it? Or is it not enclosed and it was enclosed? You might have to do some research on that one. Metal Gear Solid VR Mission. I used to be a huge fan of the Metal Gear series when it was on PS1. We'll see if I get back into it here. Picking up some more RPGs. We got Chrono Cross. Beautiful condition, complete. Next thing I picked up, this even has the sticker that was on the top. They stuck it to the back of it. This is Alundara. I don't know, I can't even pronounce. What is wrong with me? This is The New Legend Begins. This is the sequel, obviously. But everything's in here, everything's complete. I'm excited. Moving in from there, we got us another good one, Parasite Eve. Heard a lot of people talk about Parasite Eve and how amazing it is. And got that one in the collection. Got Final Fantasy VIII in the collection, Black Label. Picked up another RPG, Grandia. Excited to play that one. Heard really good things about it. X-Men versus Street Fighter. Look at that. Look at my guy Wolverine on the front of that thing. Love it. I don't know if you guys have seen the Wolverine Deadpool movie. I was really turned off by when Hugh Jackman pulled the Wolverine mask over his face. I get why they did it, because this is what you think of when you think of Wolverine. Right there, the yellow with the blue and the big fins, right? I get that. That's what you think of, but it just did not look right. It looked weird, but I get why they did it, and maybe it'll stay. Quite honestly, it could stay away as far as I'm concerned. You can keep the suit. I think it looked great, the suit. Love every aspect of it. Love the hair, how it does the same thing. It mimics, you know, the little fins and things like that. But yeah, no. Greatest hits again. Street Fighter Alpha. You got Zangief on the front right there. Sega Dreamcast. Sega Super Smash, or what is it called? Sega Smash Pack Volume 1. Another demo disc kind of setup thing. Super excited about that. Next one we picked up here, another Mega Man X5, I'm sorry. X5, another RPG, Wild Arms 2. You know, for a person that doesn't get down hugely with RPGs, I don't know what I was thinking. But I do know that when you're going for a full set, like I've said 100 times before, if you're going for a full set, you kind of got to do what you got to do. Next thing I picked up is Tomba for the PlayStation 1. Moving from there, we moved into Final Fantasy Tactics. Got us Twisted Metal 4, 7 Threads of Fate, if that's how you say that. Yeah, 7 Threads of Fate. That looked actually kind of cool to me, so I'm probably going to play that sooner than later. Another one that everybody loves on the NES is Strider, and this is Strider 2. We got Soul Calibur for the Dreamcast. Next one, Alien Trilogy. Yes, it's another greatest hits, but it is what it is. Picked up Dino Crisis 2. And the last one in this video is going to be Breath of Fire 4. I remember having Breath of Fire 4 on the PlayStation, or was that Breath of Fire 3? I had it on the PS1 a long time ago. Not really, you know, PlayStation 1 was so loaded with RPGs. I get why there's such a love for RPGs, because the PS1 was like the console for it. We're hitting a Sega Genesis. The first one we're going to talk about is, this is Granda. Granda? And I don't know if that's supposed to be X Granda X, or is it supposed to be just Granda with the X's or like the frame around it or something like that. Look at that tank. I mean, what is that? Some kind of like space carrier thing? And wasn't there something like that in Avengers Endgame or something like? I don't know. Anyways, it's by Renovation. If you know Renovation games, they made some interesting games like El Viento, not Evan Almighty. Almost said Evan Almighty. Evan, he's some kind of like knockoff Indiana Jones style game. I'm trying to see where it's at up on my shelf. I do have it. Evander Evan or something like that. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anyways, I apologize. But anyways, Renovation was a game developer that put out a lot of games. All these also are CIB. And, oh, I just saw that. I forgot. As I was flipping through these, every one of these have a receipt. Well, I don't know if every one of them, but most every one has a receipt inside. Toys R Us. Can you believe it? Look at that. It says right on it, taken 8619. You know what 8619 was? They would stamp it with that, and you would take it back there. No refunds once open. Video game computer software boxes exchanged for same title only. And whoever bought it on February 28th, 1992 for $21.18. I am loving the fact that these receipts were in here, because that right there, that's awesome. I'm jacked. Next one we're going to crack into is Fire Shark. I've been looking at trying to get one of these for the longest time because it looked really cool, but obviously I did not, because otherwise I would have got it. I wouldn't have bought this one. This one is from KB Toys in Merritt Island. When it was there, and they paid $14.99 plus $90 in tax. Total was $15.89, and they bought it on March 4th of 1992. So whoever bought this was they were loading up on some game. Moving on from there, we got Thunder Force 3. So excited! Look at that Thunder Chicken on there. Techno Software. This one also has, yes, it's CIB. And tucked in the back here, look at that. Oh, hello, don't go flying away. Yes, this was bought 1210 of 91, if that'll focus right there. 121091. Thank you, Jeffrey. Dark Castle. It's dark, it's dangerous, it's downright devious. This one is CIB. You've got the manual, you've got the registration card, you've got this whatever card. Look at this, there's another card. What is this for? 36 creator of Dark Dynasts design developer, whatever little card. I mean, there's just so many cards. And then there's the poster. I love the posters. Look at that. Look at that. So cool. Then we're going to fold it back up and shove it back in here to never be seen again when I open the box to play the game. Anyways, this was bought from Electronic Boutique. You can see right there. Games and Gadgets on 220 of 92 for $21.19. I keep talking about the receipts. I love the receipts almost as much, if not more, than the games. This is Burning Force. Look at that artwork. This is what I'm talking about. I've told you guys before, the artwork on these new games are just blah. Blaster, Earth's terrain, and space. Look at that. Another Jeffrey receipt. This one was bought 7/14 of 91 for $21. You know, I think that's interesting, and this has the registration card and everything in there as well. You know what I'm finding rather interesting? I have an advertisement, and we'll do that in another video. I was just thinking it would be fun. I have a catalog, Toys R Us catalog from 1993. I'm looking at video games that are $50, $60, and $70. I haven't seen a game. The first 5 games that we went over, these are like 20 bucks a piece. Where are these $50, $60, $70 games originally? Look at this one here. This is by Namco. This is Thelius, if I'm saying that right. Another good old Jeffrey. This one says it was bought 6/14 of 91 for another 20 bucks. And then we have this one, which is, what is this called? Whip Rush? Whip Rush? That's kind of cool. Oh, look at that. Another Renovations game. Whip Rush. Let's see. Was it bought at Toys R Us? It was bought at Toys R Us. Here's the CIB stuff. This was bought on 8/21 of 91 for $23. If it'll focus right there. Does it focus? Let's see. Look at that. $23, 1991. I'm getting very mixed feelings here about advertisements from Toys R Us. This is called Helldiver, or Hellfire, I mean, not Diver. That's another video game for the PS4, 5. But anyways, very cool space kind of game. Let me guess. Receipt? Yep. Toys R Us? Yep. Complete? Yep. And it was bought for, ooh, this is probably the most expensive one so far, $26.48. So we still haven't even hit 30 official dollars yet. And our last Sega Genesis game is Wings of War. Look at that artwork. Look at that crazy, like, He-Man looking archangel with the wings and then this demon, whatever. And this was also purchased by Electronics Boutique. And it was bought on 4/17 of 92. And for $21 and some oddball cents. So I think that's hilarious. Now, obviously, these games, in comparison to, if you think about it, we just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 9 games. That would have been $180 back in the early 90s. And he had a bunch of other ones. I probably should have bought the other ones and upgraded my copies to his copies. Now that I, in retrospect, saw that they had the receipts and things like that. But it is what it is. And we'll see you guys right here next time on the channel.